Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is Abdurrahman from FXAltariq.com, and here is what's on my Forex radar this May the 5th, 2016. Let us begin today with the Aussie Swissy off of the daily chart, as we mentioned yesterday, at the 0.7137 level. We were holding here and looking for a bullish candle. That is not bullish enough for me to enter into a trade, but it is a standoff at this particular support and resistance zone. So we will wait and see if we can get a better push. We're looking today for some news to come out with the trade balance with Aussie this morning, so we will wait and see what happens on that one. CAD Swissy, same thing, holding up here. You have a potential Acapulco trade that is setting up at the 74 zone. So this one is still on the watch list for a potential Acapulco setup for today. On the Euro CAD, now we're seeing a potential moolah or double top trade at the 1.4781 level today. Something tells me it's a little bit of a retracement, and we should be moving back up into these levels here at the 148.98 or the 149.73 levels. So remember, now here there was some congestion previously on this particular pair. So let's wait and see what happens on this one. I think there's going to be some congestion on here as well, as it had previously shown us. Euro dollar, not much to talk about, as we mentioned before, off of this pseudo kangaroo tail here. Some people would have gotten in on this trade, and here you have that congestion again, the support and resistance line. So it may be a bounce off of this particular zone. Another naked price action trade. So we'll hold and wait and see until the market shows his hands regarding this particular pair as well. Our Euro New Zealand trade, we're not that far off from hitting target number 2 today. We're somewhere around 85 pips, more or less. We will see what happens with this one, whether or not we get a hit target 2. It took it wasn't until late into the evening in my time that this candle actually pushed up, and it dropped dramatically towards the end of the day, about 60-70 pips. So we'll wait and see what happens if we get a hit our target off of that one. That'll give us another 494 pips off of the Euro New Zealand. Great Britain dollar, as I mentioned before, off of this bin trade. Problem is this my support and my congestion box that was hit here, and it looks like that is a minor support and resistance line, and there may be a bounce off of that one today at the 44.82, more or less, on this particular trade. So if you got caught in this one, if you enter into that one, wasn't a good trade to enter into off of. New Zealand daily, again, here's that magical minor support and resistance line off of the bin trade. Comes down here. It's probably going to bounce off here and then move back up. Not a good trade. As you can see, it's just going up and down, up and down. So this wasn't a good trade to get into because of the massive candle that it had printed. If it would have ended somewhere around in here, and then you could have gotten into a trade off of that. It's simply off of a bin trade off of that one. So leave it alone. US Japan holding at the 105.97 level. No naked price action trade to show as of yet, and NFP is heading out here on Friday. US CAD, similarly, as I mentioned before, here you go again, up to this level here. A nice big shadow, but where is this thing going to go? And we'll see what happened. Obviously, we want to see what happened off of the NFP on Friday. Great Britain, US Swissy, there's that kangaroo tail. I think it's going to hit up here. The reason I didn't get into this trade because of the risk reward. I'm thinking the risk reward was just not good, even though the pseudo kangaroo tail looks nice. The risk reward was just not a good risk reward to enter in off of that trade. Great Britain Swissy, potential Acapulco holding up here. Again, it may be the risk reward on this particular trade. We shall wait and see what happens with this particular trade. I don't like it. The candle went down and it was a rejection here at these levels here yesterday, and then now you see it as a bullish candle being printed. So not a good trade to get into, and that's why I didn't get into that particular trade. For those of you who hadn't got a chance to check out the post on the only 20 pips yesterday, there was a post that I did with 16 trades. 4 of them hit their targets, 20 pips each, 280 pips. You can see it right there. The only 20 pips Forex EA. You can get it at only20pips.com. With that said, guys, you guys have a magnificent day on purpose, and I will talk with you soon.